So we're back into the podcast, and here is the article. It's real long and there's a lot of reading. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and to everybody that is listening or watching. I ran this article through Gemini and asked Gemini to summarize it for me because there's a lot of words. So let me read through at least the first two paragraphs, and I'll tell you why there's a lot of words, because these things need graphs, not words. The internet is the current the title of the article is Expert Fears Decline in Internet Revenues. The internet is the current backbone of the telecommunications industry in Trinidad and Tobago. However, one industry expert has expressed concern that a slight drop in revenue from fixed-line internet subscriptions could signal major challenges for an industry that has been in consistent decline across most segments. According to TAT, the Telecommunications Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, their annual report for 2023, the telecommunications sector generated $4.2 billion, of which the internet market generated 53.6% of the sector revenues, while the second largest share, 24.7%, came from the mobile voice market. So the whole article kind of saying that, okay, out of the $4.2 billion that we get from telecommunications being generated meaning that people pay this amount of money, right? So $4.2 billion in money is being spent to get the internet, to get your cell phone, to get data, to get fixed line services, to get whatever, all the subscribers and stuff. Half of it is people getting
internet.
So only a little bit of people only a little bit of money is being spent on having a phone line, which of course means like landlines, fixed lines, cell phone lines, all that kind of thing. And everybody just kind of pushing their way towards using the internet only. And which not really like shocking. But what is kind of shocking is that they're complaining a little bit in the article, or one of the analysts was complaining in the article that, yeah, we're going down a dark path because you'll end up losing money because people are not going to be spending as much money on it. And we're like, okay, that's not making sense. So somewhere along the line, I went down to the last paragraph of this article. This is what I want to read, right? Right, yeah. Prescott is the consultant that was talking about it, right? Prescott said that the current rollout of TT Wi-Fi, and more significantly, the guidelines around its usage, may discourage some from getting packages at home as they are aware they can access broadband internet for free via that facility. Prescott said the service was initially supposed to be available for a fixed period of time of 40 minutes, following which a cost would be attached for further usage. This, he explained, would offset costs and is still a service being provided by a telecommunications provider. However, Prescott said this commercial approach has not been implemented, despite it being widely available at several public locations, including transportation hubs, schools, libraries, and hospitals. Which means the internet is effectively free. But if you look at the TAT annual report, what is the only sector of the broadcasting on telecoms that's making money? Internet. So if internet is the only segment making money and then you're making us give it away for free, how would I make money? If I don't make money, how do I pay my employees? How do I pay my investors? How do I build 5G networks? So his argument is, if you give away free internet, people will just not pay for internet or buy internet packages. And therefore, the internet service providers are going to have to raise their costs consistently, which the article kind of goes on to say. And once they keep raising their costs, then less people will get the internet. And then we're just going to a kind of death loop or death spiral. You understand where you're coming from, or you don't agree? I don't know.
Like that argument that makes sense probably 10 or 15 years ago, in the sense that, like, I don't want to sound old, but back in my day, the internet.
Boy, just no. All right, Gramsci, all your porridge. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Like back in my day, right, the internet was like a commodity, in the sense that it's not something that you would seek like for entertainment or for, to look at TV or to that type of thing. But back in that time, internet was something you went to do research, or you wanted to download something, that's where where the usage was at. And back in that time too, cable and stuff like that was still big. But now, say if you have internet at a public space or a government building or whatever, you think people, and I mean based on our little scientific study we did the other day, a lot of people just use the internet for entertainment purposes. You think people are going to go to a public space or a government building or whatever to be on Facebook or to look at YouTube or that type of thing, versus in the comfort of the home or on the personal device? I think a lot of people going towards.
I think, well, first of all, yeah, when we did the podcast like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, everybody will just be on their phone for kicks, for jokes. They're not going to try to access any sort of services or anything like that, right? But there's a subset of people who they live in off free Wi-Fi. Where they jumping from hotspot to hotspot, and they not trying to go and pay another bill, right? So, for example, like we were talking backstage, the only people I could think of that definitely fall into this package will be people who's rent. And I have real people that's rent. A lot more than I thought I knew. Because what the first thing people will say when they get a house or something, so they go and add on a room so that they could put it up for rent, or they go and build up apartments so that they could put it for rent, right? Now, when these people pop their apartments or whatever the case is, they buy in one internet package and then they install a router and they telling the tenants, here, look, you can get internet here. So this particular tenant, not like you and me, because when people like you and I renting, I don't want to use your crappy Cisco or your Linksys router. I want to use a Asus Nighthawk with 6 antennas that have blue lights on it, right?
Yeah.
We would go and get our own internet for our apartment. But some of these people, they would just be like, nope, I not going to pay for no internet. I just going to use the internet that my landlord given to me. And when I go to work, there will be internet there. And when I go to this place, they have a free internet there. And the fact that it's available all over, that's the argument of the article. They're not going to go by Flow and pay $300 or $350. I think the lowest price one they said is Amplia at $260, and that's 150 megabits.
Yeah, and they're trying to say that people wouldn't get internet because it's available free in other places.
Yeah, and
like
one of the places,
spaces.
One of the places. Well, yeah, they're talking about the TT Wi-Fi thing. Even though I've never seen TT Wi-Fi any place I've ever
like
wanted.
for me, I wouldn't consider where you rent free, because a lot of the landlords will say the internet included in your rent. Because like if Flow increase the internet package or whatever, that's be the landlord doesn't increase your rent accordingly, So in a sense,
that's true.
In it,
But it's not a new subscription, because this thing measuring individual subscriptions. So the landlord paying $300 for the internet, you paying $50 out of that for the other four people, $50 for internet added onto it, as opposed to another new subscription with a new box on the wall and a new line running. And that's what this thing trying to analyze. What they're analyzing is that Wi-Fi is available at TT Wi-Fi, and it's supposed to cut off for 40 minutes. Well, after 40 minutes, it's supposed to cut off, just like normal places. Like when you're going to get into what's the name of the page I was logging to? When you're as soon as you connect to Wi-Fi, captive portal. Yeah, it's connected to a captive portal. You put in your email address or whatever it is, and they tell you, okay, you have half an hour to use this internet. And then when it finishes, you either have to just disconnect and reconnect and sign back up again for another thing, or you have some kind of toll or payment or some kind of thing like that. But if you make the internet free, if the availability of internet is all over, then that's now on the service providers' job now to find more creative ways to get money for the internet that they're providing, I think. Like, should we blame the fact that the internet is available for a reason for them to have to raise their price? Because that's the only option they have, it seems. The option is like, all right, well, we're not making enough money to support all this infrastructure, so we had to raise the price. And then when you raise the price, people will be like, I can't pay for that. I go and give up the internet. Or you're going to share it with your neighbor, or, well, like Shivam, you take how long, you run along to cable and you connect a router. It have a little bit of weight to it, a little bit, not too much.
I mean, I was telling you just now that I saw flow increasing. It was their late fee payment thing. I wonder what caused that. What would that cause that?
Because bills are bad. Like people
delinquent.
People don't like to pay bills, and some people can't pay bills. Have you ever tried to order something online using a Visa debit card, but you can't? Is shopping online something you always do already using a Skybox, but sometimes you need advice on knowing what to buy or what will work? I'm Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and we aim to make technologies that solve problems in a Caribbean context. So we created Order It. What is it, you ask? What is Order It? It's an app and a website that helps you order it in two ways. The first way is if you already order things online. You're familiar with using a Skybox, you're familiar with using a credit card, but sometimes you don't always have answers to certain questions, like which laptops will get a warranty in Trinidad, which phones will work on the Digicel network or the mobile network. So our app helps you order it. Every product that we list in the app, we will let you know the truth based on the experience of 20 years of ordering things online and using various Skyboxes in Trinidad and Tobago. So here are some of the questions that the app answers for you based on the products that we list. What are the taxes? Why does it cost so much when I actually get it? What is dimensional weight? All these questions and more, we answer in the app because we want to help you order it. All you have to do is simply pick from our list of recommended items that we know and trust because we've ordered it already. Follow through the payment process, we'll order it, and we can even have it delivered to you. So why don't you give it a try? Search for Order It by makeITsimpleTT in the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can even go online to orderit.makeITsimpleTT.com and check and see if we could answer some of your questions and help you in the process of ordering